ban from VP. 30 seconds left for it. Not sure what they're thinking here. That Morphling ban was really good because it could have morphed into Undying and stolen Tombstone, which is already a nice steal. And I considered it a really good hero against Ursa. So, and it's a Ramsey special. So they also seem to think that this could be a support Wind Ranger, or that the support duo is Tiny Chen, which is also a possibility we didn't cover. Position 5 Chen and a 4 Tiny for Roger. And then I think Solo would play the Chen in that case.
Oh, yeah.
He would not be playing the Tiny. I'm pretty sure that's not a solo hero whatsoever.
Yeah, I cannot remember the last time I ever saw him play a Tiny. But VP have the choice to make no bonus time because they burnt it after that Undying. So 20 seconds. Just not much.
What would they possibly want here? I'm trying to think.
Well, they've already got good catching.
I really like Chaos Knight this game, actually. But
Chaos Knight?
We haven't really seen it this tournament at all.
He has not been played. He's in the list of unplayed heroes.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to go for it. It just looks nice.
Wraith King.
That's another knight.
He has the crown.
He went up the ranks.
Actually makes him a king.
Yep. So it looks like it is indeed a support duo of Tiny Chin and Wind Ranger. One of those two. Or two of those three, rather. Wraith King will probably be played by Ramses as a position 1. I think that will be the preferred position for VP to put it on, but they can still put it on Pasha. There's options here, but realistically,
5 seconds remain.
You'll get your answer in about 5-10 seconds.
Yeah.
So,
and the good news for Wraith King in this situation is the classic mana burns are out of the picture, except for this hero. This hero that has not been picked yet and has an...
It's black watching. It's black watching. Paging black.
This hero has a tendency to lose games that I play with it in.
So,
or against it in.
Just to recap for people who haven't been tuning into our broadcast so far, 3 heroes that you hate in the current meta who are always so
You're making this sound like a BuzzFeed article. 3 heroes I hate. Okay, so here you go.
It's clickbaited.
Anti-Mage, not Meepo. Meepo's okay.
Troll.
Anti-Mage, Troll, and Slark. And the reason I think these heroes are weak this patch is that they're not that strong lane. Troll is pretty good, but Slark and Anti-Mage are not strong laners. And they need items. They offer so little until they get items. Anti-Mage, maybe even the greediest of all 3. He needs 2 or 3 items before he's really useful.
Yep.
Slark generally needs a Shadowblade plus 1 item. And we have the Troll, who generally will need either Battle Fury plus BKB, or a less greedy route with something like Sanjay BKB or something.
So in this game, though, I feel the logic behind the selection.
Oh, of course.
Because he is fantastic against the Storm Spirit and fantastic against the Wraith King once he has BKB and Manta.
Yeah.
But that means the Battle Fury beforehand, which still means we need a 30-minute game.
There it is. Great Anti-Mage game once he has 3 items.
But that's where Prophet, Undying, Dark Willow, and Ursa all have to just basically say, you know what? 4 Protect 1 is now the thing.
Half a year ago, this was an amazing last pick. This would have been super good. But Dota is different now. And what I was saying with Wraith King before the AM got picked, I was like, this is a great Wraith King pick because the mana burns are out. PL was banned. That's a classic Diffusal hero that people are running right now. Weaver was banned, which also goes Diffusal and has a mana breakdown. So I was like, well, what are they going to mana burn this guy with? They're going to pick Invoker last with Ursa? I don't know if Invoker was banned. I didn't notice. Or... I honestly didn't even consider Anti-Mage. I didn't even look at that as a possibility because in my mind the hero doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So I really hope for one of 2 things. I hope either that we get to see and that I get my beliefs confirmed that Anti-Mage will be pretty much a liability, or that paiN somehow find a way to make it look good. One of those 2. I don't want something in between. I don't want an okay Anti-Mage. Can you...
It's watching Sin's face when you've got Ramsey's song and all the lights.
I did finish my sentence. I feel
you did. MVP is now Cinderin.
This is like
fighting it all.
When the players are dropping all of their voice lines at once, it's like voice jamming, you know? It's kind of the same thing. Have you ever tried a voice jammer?
I have never tried a voice jammer.
You know what it is though, right?
You mean like one of those...
No, it's where you start talking and then in your ears, it plays back what you're saying with a short delay. So you're hearing yourself talk, but not in real time. You hear it with, say, half a second delay or something.
Uh-huh.
When you're halfway into your sentences, what you're thinking and what you're saying are disconnected. So it gets super... You start stuttering. You start saying wrong things.
Sorry. Just loving the taunt from one side of the tree
My
to another.
God.
I loved what you were saying, Cinderin, but Ramsey's had me. He had me at taunt.
The battle begins.
Well, paiN's gonna take the top bounty runes. PP will take the bottom. And the lanes, what have we got? So Pasha will be up on top. Roger will have his TP coming off cooldown in a second, so he can move. No one will be in middle. Ramsey's off lane, Wraith King, and it looks like Solo and Roger will begin on the off lane, but you know they'll be transitioning because King RD's up on top as Dark Willow. He'll be there with Tavo as Nature's Prophet, Ursa in towards the middle lane as Weehaw as Ursa, HFN Anti-Mage, safe lane supported by Duster's Undying, and that's our lanes.
Yep. Normalin.
If you can't beat him, join him.
I'll get my brain power back
Well,
soon
they're going
enough.
for the stuns. They're looking for the extra control. Shackle onto Anti-Mage. Welcome to Dota.
Oh. Looks like he's going to have a great time in this one. Well, the trade-off is that Pasha, who we didn't even really consider as the Tiny when we talked about the draft, is going to be playing the Tiny alone in the safe lane for now, at least. VP putting heavy pressure on HFN's AM. And this hero needs space and farm.
Oh, Sola's just keeping the penitence up. As long as HFN's got his blink, he's going to feel pretty safe about this. Roger's holding around with the shackle. Like, how long do you keep this top lane up? Like, should King RD rotate off this lane now? And let Tavo just go one-on-one up against the Tiny?
I think if he wants to rotate, but he needs to live first. Oh, Pasha, don't tell me he's getting this kill.
He might be looking for
actually
it.
getting him.
Hitting with the tree and slaps him down.
Ooh,
Pasha spills first blood.
That is not good.
Oh, no, maybe now you rotate.
2-on-1 lane and he got a kill. Yeah, so what I was going to say was I think Willow should stay top until it's level 2, and then if he wants to rotate, he can rotate with the level 2 when he has Brambles, or he can stay up here and they can try to dominate this Tiny and make space for him that way. But if they die in this 2-on-1 lane like this, they're making space for VP.
Cannot believe how much strength has actually been stolen right now from Duster. 470 HP wind range, 570 Chen, 515 Wraith King, sure.
Yep, their healths are low, but this Undying, it's a bit deceptive. He looks tanky right now, but once these stacks start wearing down, he can die really quickly to this tri-lane. So he needs to be careful.
They have Hellfire Blast. He's in range for it. Like, well, he's almost got the line for the shackle. Penitence is on cooldown for the moment, though.
I'm actually surprised they're respecting him there. I agree. I think they could have Hellfire Blasted and laid into him. They're going to do it now.
Well, okay, when Duster stands on the edge of a cliffside, yeah, you're going to go for this. No, I'm just wrecked.
I love the crit animation of the sword. It feels like it's so heavy, you know? It's like really, when you have low attack speed and you can see it coming, it's just so rewarding.
It's the sound effect that comes along with it. Well, Duster start working that strength steal back up again. How's mid lane looking? Looks like Weeha's 15-1 up against the Stormspurs 12-1. The one who's actually been really kind of just ripped as far as CS goes is the 4-2 Anti-Mage, who now has to watch Duster die. Soul Rip can give him a little bit more life, but that will not be enough. He's the only carry so far that hasn't gone double digits. I say that Pasha has 1 for 0 on the Tiny.
Oh, he's been in...
Oh.
How does he have 1 CS as Tiny?
I actually...
I mean, Nature's Prophet is really good at denying, so that's one thing. But you have a tree, I think...
Like, Tree
get some CS
has
now.
always been having CS.
He's going to get CS here in the tower.
I suppose he can play catch up. Yeah, it's 18-12 is Tavo's CS at the moment. It's a good day at the office. Anti-Mage, real trouble. That Centaur stolen from Solo gave him that extra control time. And it seems like VP's mission is just to make HFN's life an absolute living hell.
We've reset the Anti-Mage timer. The new target time is now 33 minutes.
It's like Battlestar Galactica. The Cylons are tracking us right now. Reset the clock.
Oh, mid lane. They try to catch no one with the Brambles. They didn't land, though.
No, they didn't.
Still good
you
enough.
have the damage output. Wow, okay. Everyone remind him. Everyone remind him.
Who didn't tip him? HFN. HFN didn't tip because he's getting screwed.
Duster's in trouble on bottom lane. The never-ending stuns. I don't think HFN's feeling the funny side of this game right now. He's only feeling the pain. And they can push pretty heavily. There's 3 range creeps here. They're pulling the Centaur back. But There should be some decent damage into the tier 1 tower, and HFN, if he loses this like, we're 4 minutes into the game and VP are taking the tier 1 tower, and there is nothing Anti-Mage can do to push back. There's nothing he can do to recover if he loses. It's like, how are you meant to control your jungle in your farm space?
He has to swap lanes, probably, with the Nature's Prophet and try to play in the top half, but it's rough. He needs a lot of space and time, and right now he's getting jumped again. Oh, nice chaining. Beautiful kill. That was super nice. Wraith King stun, Centaur Stomp, Shackle Shot, Power Shot. See you later.
Oh, Tavo's trying to get some kind of rebuttal by pushing in the top lane. He's got Duster to help him out. Pasha could do some damage, but these trees are pretty damn tanky, so it will be pretty much a trade-off. King RD's going to try and steal the bounty rune from behind them. So Roger will see that happening, and he can just, Shadow Realm TP out. Head up towards the top lane, try and get involved in the gank over on Pasha. Tavo does not have mana for a Sprout, and the Avalanche will create the space they're looking for. That tier 1 tower is very low, so Tavo and Duster will be very happy to dive under this. They don't have Tombstone, and King RD's kind of gone... Where is King RD?
If he wants. Oh, he's killed the K. Okay.
Why is King RD going over here? He actually walked into the creep wave, which was being pulled off by Weeha's illusion, to then pull the creep wave back down towards the middle lane.
They're pushing mid tower. That's the idea. He's pulling it away. They have a siege creep
I get that. I just don't know why King RD is actually pushed into it with it.
Because the illusion was dying, right? Or expiring. So if he doesn't go there, the creep wave will connect in mid again. And pulling it away like this basically got them the whole tower. It will be in deny range now for no one if he wants to go for it. He does. That's a really early mid tower. 6 minutes.
Yeah. The side lanes actually never went down, but no one will deny it at 6 minutes. So the bottom tower is actually only at half-life. That's the top tower. They're sitting at 200 HP. So Tavo, with the catapult wave now coming in, Pasha has to defend this. But he doesn't have the clearance. But maybe they have the distraction. Virtus Pro, grouping up around mid with Roger and Solo. Trying to work with no one, now he has level 6.
Chet's gonna TP in with his creeps.
Roger! One more swing. King RD will do it.
They got the tower.
Yeah. Duster was able to finish the job.
Structures are fortified.
And Tavo, he wants more help. They fortify up the Radiant Creep Wave so it stays along with Solo and Pasha. Ramses will take bottom tower with the help of the catapult.
Oh, missed that. That's some uncharacteristic mistake from Ramses. Didn't get the last hit.
Pasha's in trouble. Storm Spirit, about to ball lightning up. Ashley just cuts Tavo in half after Duster as well. Doesn't have Vortex skilled up, but it will not matter. When he has a double damage room, no one has all the damage in the world to gain that double kill.
Bottom lane. They're trying to set up here. Can't wait to see AM try to go for something.
Well, here's the Shadow Realm to begin with. Prophet's going to begin his TP as well, but Roger's arriving. And King RD never even got his attack off. Hits a double bramble. Tavo will arrive as Ramses sprouted up and controlled. They'll instantly stun with the trees, but then again at the same time, it's an army versus an army.
Wait,
the undead versus the trees, and the shackle didn't latch. Ramses goes over into the tree lines. You know, that's just Dota, everyone.
That angle, that was so funny. He was standing in front of true trees, but the shackle kind of flew in between them. If you look at it down here, he was standing in this circle that I'm drawing right now, and the shackle came up like this, so it basically missed on these two trees. Well, didn't really matter. Just a funny little situation. That's one of those moments when it happens to you in your game, you're like, that's bugged. Yeah.
I have been robbed, I have been robbed. I'm writing an email to IceFrog right now, but it's okay. It's actually the way the game is meant to work. Sorta. This is at least nice for HFN as long as they can keep Observer Ward vision up around this bottom lane. He can hold it back and can finally get some levels and some farming. Like, he's a 2.1k net worth. It's not insurmountable to the 3.7k of the Wraith King. He can catch up.
Knowing VP, they're gonna keep the pressure up though. So they're gonna keep threatening either him or his team. And if he gets threatened, he's going to need help. If his team gets threatened, he can't help. And
can they actually do that, though? Weeha is actually just ripping into Pasha. He's got Enrage available, and, well, for now he's not using it, but he's using his illusion to body block up Pasha. Support must come in the form of no one it will be, but then there's even more. King RD arrives. Tavo was starting his TP over. No one has the Cursed Crown. There is another jump to come, however. It's Solo and Roger coming under the cover of smoke, and now here comes Tavo. Nope, still pulls back out of the TP. But this smoke gank around the back, scouted out by the Radiant scan, so paiN are aware of it, and they move into the Dire jungle. They push the tier 2 tower top instead. Wow.
That's big.
Wow.
That is very big.
Tip, 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 tip. Just the tip.
That was
Power
10
shot through
CS.
HFN. He can then blink away. The Shackle will fly after him. Disjoint.
He got 500 gold. That's 10 CS. He just made up for there. So he's catching up. He's still behind, but that's a really big kill. His first step on the way.
I like how he's not even going directly in for Battle Fury. He's going Vanguard.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
Maybe he's really, really feeling the pressure.
Hearing Enrage.
He's just farming up some ancients.
Yep. Weehaw wants to get the dagger.
They're waiting for the 10-minute bounties now. All the extra money. The Chen army of Solar scouting out as much as they possibly can. Centaur Stomp to then deny up the bounty rune. They didn't actually get it. Cursed Crown on top of Solo. Thanks to the Bramble, they'll get a double-double on the stun. Solo in real trouble. The miss won't go uphill as Roger power shots through. As Solo actually finds the kill to HFN and no one looking to clean up the pieces. Duster cannot outrun this. He can at least decay and get a little bit more life. But Talvo, what more can he do? Tries to cut the field with the Sprout. But there's such a huge army, both sides. It's Undying Minions and Treants trying to chase into Pasha. Chen's TPing over, but Pasha, the damage is too much. He's trying to get rid of it. He's got the send back. It's coming in a couple of seconds' time. One more hit is all it would really take, but Pasha, he is sent home to his family.
You got any more tinies in the Dire Fountain or what? Oh. Weehaw. He has Enrage. He's gonna use it.
Yep.
He's
Doesn't TP though. He knew that stun was coming and yeah, to leave a clap behind.
Crazy fight. All sorts of stuff happening, but VP in the end do get the more kills. I think the biggest problem for paiN in this situation is AM goes for the fight, but he can't really contribute much and does get killed off, and Weehaw's just too late to the party. He didn't have his dagger yet. He really just wants his team to wait for this 200 gold so he can get that dagger and be a part of it.
Yep. Would be the dream for him to at least have better positioning. But as you kind of said, like, you need to add the pressure in so HFN doesn't feel as pressured. Or if he comes in, it's for that Man of Void snipe and then just gets the hell back out again. And he doesn't have the Vanguard in Quick Buy anymore. He doesn't have anything in Quick Buy anymore.
He gave up.
Oh, it's a little too early for that.
He switched it back in?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I don't know. It's a different way of playing AM than the Battle Fury, but I feel like if you go this Vanguard build on the way and you get it this late, sure, you can join and contribute to fights a little bit, but are you going to change the fight enough that you can make up for the lost farming time? Because you still need the 3 items, right? Like we're talking Manta and we're talking BKB, and Battle Fury helps you get to that point. You are a lot slower at farming with this build. If he gets the Vanguard first and then starts a Battle Fury, or maybe bypasses Battle Fury entirely and goes Vanguard Manta, the Manta will make you really strong, but how do you get that 5k gold when you're playing with a Vanguard? It takes a long time.
Reina scanning up, probably worried that VP won't slip in and do Roshan. Instead, the Blink Dagger tries to be used on Roger. Wind Run will buy him the movement speed and the evasion to avoid Weehaw, who's now caught on the wrong side of the river. His Blinks off cooldown again. And then turns over, terrorized King RD. No one jumps up and dodges it. Can't dodge the Cursed Crown. Ball Lightning's up, will be stunned up. Lost his Chen and the Chen army. So not the fight that VP were really looking for.
Good response from paiN in that situation. And space for...
He's actually going Vanguard directly into Manta.
Yeah. Okay. I think if you go the Vanguard, you bypass Battle Fury entirely in this game. Else you're just beyond greedy.
Yep.
He wants to try a combat build because he feels like if he goes Battle Fury first, the game will be too slow and he will have lost before he comes online. So he's going to try the Vanguard into straight Manta. And once he has that, obviously the Manta, very powerful item on AM, it's got a long way to go. You'll see his GPM be significantly lower than what we usually see for AMs that go Battle Fury, but since the Battle Fury in itself costs a decent amount of money, he might end up getting the Manta at a somewhat similar time to what you would with a free farming Battle Fury. Vanguard obviously a much cheaper item than the BF.
Real heroes don't look at wards when they kill him. Both are like even Prophet, like he just side swings this.
Yep. Got it. Actually close to Orchid on Tavo. He's pretty farmed.
Yeah.
This game. Tavo, the top net worth for his team.
Lotus Pro once again on a bit of a smoke gank. Solo and Pasha. Pasha is not the one under cover of smoke though, it's just Solo. But thanks to that deeper observable, as they see a lot, but Tavo is leaving. He's going into Roshan. He's going to team up with Weeha, give him the army he requires to tank it up. But you know VP is looking for this. Ramsey's coming down the hill over towards Roshan. Power shot scouts it out, and the jig is up. Ball lightning forward, and it's all about killing off the Ursa. He has to enrage to actually slow down the damage. A great tombstone position will make this difficult, not to mention the Sprout but Duster tossed back in by Pasha. The ball lightning back end. I thought he was actually going to go in a little bit deeper, but he can't when King RD goes into the Shadow Realm. Pasha's trying to get rid of this damn tombstone. He's able to do so, and then he tosses in HFN into the fight, but HFN doesn't want part of this. He wants to actually get that void out onto no one who had no mana to work with. Maybe he settles for Pasha. No, there's almost no mana pool, no damage to come from it. Roshan's still alive. The buyback was there from the Undying. Duster wants to get back involved.
We are so lucky, man. He's super low, gets enrage off. Storm is zipping, zips into Roche, gets first hit bashed, gets hit by the Fury and ulti, is super low, and has to disengage. He would have definitely cleaned up Weeha in that situation, but sometimes Roshan's on your side, and it makes a really big difference. paiN might end up getting the Roche because of this.
We're going again. Power shot reveals once more. Ramsey's on the run in. Duster does not have the tombstone this time around. Roshan, the enraged Radiant. It does go the way of Duster. He picks up the Aegis of the Immortal. Ramsey's will stand his ground. Remember, he's got that inbuilt Ank, but Weeha needs to get the hell out of here, but the burn is making it impossible. Weeha will die. At least he'll have a second Undying. That's going to be the upside to this. Duster's dead.
Wow, that was some great Aegis value. He got decay off. Sick. Oh! Lockhart Matata. Like every time anything happens in this game, it's a Lockhart Matata.
It is. HFN's trying to go up, and he was looking for the rune that's already gone. Hoping for some kind of attack into Roger. Won't happen. Tavo. TP out. Pasha. No. And Tavo does now have the Orchid available. So Roshan becomes almost a nulled thing. Same thing as the gold and the experience. It's a little bit the way of Virtus Pro.
I think VP are happy with the Roche just being negated. It's a thing that paiN need right now, and that they're supposed to get. The Dire lineup is not a good Roshing lineup just yet. They need a little bit more time. Chen to have 4 creeps, Wraith King to have a bit of physical damage with the armlet that he's building into now. Then they can take it themselves a lot easier. And they'll probably look to contest the second Roche too and look to get the Aegis on their Storm. Who, by the way, is building a first item Yules.
On Storm Spirit?
Yeah.
Well, he probably saw the Orchid coming and just had to get the hell out. Like,
yeah.
He has to dispel it, or else there's just no fight.
Yeah.
Sentry is down, Solo walks in, Curse Crown up, Ramble can't run through it, neither can his creeps, and that is with the Wrath of Nature.
I knew it was coming. I didn't even need to say. I knew it.
Thanks. You're amazing, Sin.
This will be the most chat wheelie game of the tournament, I think.
Yeah. paiN versus VP, no doubt about that.
Everybody loves the wheel.
Everyone loves the tips, but I think they've all blown their tips.
Do you have finite tips in lobbies?
Yeah, I think you
3.
You bounce out to 3.
You get 3, okay. Yeah, they should be blown by now. What a shame.
HFN's enjoying the farm, the space, while VP accept the status quo.
He is actually doing surprisingly well. These 2 Mana Void kills that he got,
Profit,
have helped so much.
He's got to get it off and got the timing right. No Windrun available, so Roger will pop a Hand of God. Maybe no pop, but ensnare. Into the Briar Patch.
Man, HFN is 3rd on net worth. He's ahead of Storm.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised. That 1 kill he got on Storm in the early game has been so crucial to where he is right now. That kill and the second Mana Void kill he got. You see, he has 3 deaths to his name, but still looking okay on the CS. So he's keeping up. Yeah. I did not expect this to be looking this good for him after the first 5 minutes of the game. But
oh no, we were both expecting, well, we kind of thought when AM was picked up in the draft that this whole game would not look good for him. The game of Dota doesn't normally look good for an anti-mage.
Nope, he's closing in though. 1300 away.
Ramses able to jump in, managed to steal the Arcane Rune, looking for the kill, but it won't happen. Not with the Realm TP out. Duster, at least it's a good decay, but that's not enough to save him. Can't steal that much strength.
This tower is dead.
Radiant's middle tower
It is.
under
But
attack.
you
And
kind of
Solo has
okay
3
with
wards. Keep an eye on him right now. This is important stuff, what he does. VP are actually struggling a bit with vision, so Solo's coming movements will say a lot about what VP's game plan is, where they want to go and put their pressure, what info they want. They might just keep barreling down mid. Do they feel confident? I mean, the team fight of the Radiant is pretty bad, except Tombstone and Terrorize, so...
They have
Perhaps.
Reincarnation up, so hey, why not use Ramses as your front liner? Only thing they don't really have is the Hand of God.
That's a good ward from Chen up on the high ground. He will see the angle that King RD wants to come in from.
As he doesn't actually, okay, he got a glimpse of King RD.
Yep,
So
there
they
you go.
know, and the Ramses instantly jumps. And, oh, they put down the Spirit. That's not enough damage to kill off the Dark Willow.
Solo a little bit, or sorry, no one a little bit slow on the follow-up for Ramses. Or maybe he was waiting to see if it was a bait and there were more heroes behind, so he wanted to get a read for the situation first. But either way, they did get the tower, and Dark Willow did survive, but it's tier 2. That's pretty nice for VP.
The trade-off is the tier 2 tower on top lane also copped a fair chunk of damage,
Yeah.
and AM was farming the bottom lane and also chipped away at the tier 1 tower there.
Yep, he will get his Manta.
Oh.
20-minute Manta.
Sentry is in the wrong position. They do not see the dire obs.
That is not bad at all.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah.
HFN, what a player. See what they do in the bounty runs coming up in 5 seconds. Looks like paiN will just trade 1 for 3 in this situation. Not really able to contest the enemy bounties in this case.
But they will be ready to fight. Shrine's being popped, so Animate's got as much mana as possible. But it's the Manta style he's looking to try and hit into no one with. But there's Kaya and there's Yule Scepter. No one can just send himself up and towards the air and just ball lightning away. There's no easy follow-up stun.
It starts getting scary when HFN gets a Basher though. Especially the Abyssal.
Because then he can kill straight out.
Yeah, oh, there's a Basher on Ursa on the way. So that's the first Basher.
Okay. Bring in the random generator.
He just queued up Battle Fury.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how triggered are you, Sin?
It actually makes a bit of sense to me.
It does?
It does make sense to me.
Because they need the lane push?
No,
They
so
got that from Prophet.
he felt like if he runs straight for the Battle Fury, he can't contribute, and VP will run them over. But now he has a fighting item, he can go fall back for his fighting item.
Going after the Undying. They want to make sure this Undying Tombstone doesn't exist, and they will be successful at that. And the rest of paiN are already retreating.
So let me try to explain again what the thought process is here.
Sure.
So HFN is like, my lane is hard, and this game we're going to get snowballed on if I can't fight with my team. So if I go Battle Fury, it will take too long before I'm ready. So what I'm going to do is I'll get combat items, and now that I have them and can fight, now I can fall back for an item that will accelerate me into being 6-slotted later, and will help me with wave clear, which my team, literally only the Furion is pretty good at.
Yeah.
Ursa is not a good wave clear. It takes way too long. So I feel like the logic is actually pretty sound in this case with the order he's building his items in. It just looks super weird. But I can definitely see it. If he pulls this off in the next few minutes, I think it's okay.
Well, his farm speed looks pretty damn good. Well, blinking forward aggressively, looking for a target, moving with Tarvo. They jump towards the top. There's just skeletons. They don't find the real one they want as Ramses is taunting his way as he runs back on the top lane. How's the rest of the heroes looking? So we've got Blink Dagger and Shadowblade now up for Pasha. No one finishes using Kaya a while ago. Ramses has Armlet Blink and he's going the long haul item road towards the Radiance.
I think it's the right choice this game.
Solo went for Medallion and then is rushing Scythe. This is his level of confidence. Weehar's level of confidence also quite high, but Ramses with the stomps that are there. He did get the enrage up, and now in comes Prophet and Duster. They'll use the Decay Soul Rip. It doesn't actually come in time. Or it did, it just wasn't enough to keep the Ursa alive. A defensive Yule set for Storm Spirit, trying to make him switch the target. Ramses and Pasha were to get rid of that Tombstone. And now paiN Gaming lost their big strength in the team fight. Tarvo is in a world of hurt. No one stays on his tail, and they go in even deeper towards Dark Willow. Ramses gets the crit. And Duster, I think it's time to run, man. No matter how many decays you get, there's still not enough life to survive. 1600 is what he went for. Turns for a little bit more to 1700. HFN doesn't see a real target. No one's there, but he can't go on any of this. Or can he?
Ramses.
Mana Void is not enough damage. Did Ramses?
Oh, Ramses, what do you do?
He died to the illusions.
He armlet toggled. He had,
Oh,
like,
Roger can't get out. He got body blocked up by the Radiant Creep Wave as well as the tree, and one more hit from HFN should do the
oh
job.
my god, he won that so hard for himself. He got 1,500 gold out of that. So what happened? Ramsey's had 400 health. He's super low, but still fine with his armlet. And he tries to toggle and gets hit by an AM illusion at the same time. That's a 1k gold or 1,100 gold for HFN because he gets the kill with nobody else taking AoE gold. And he's on the losing side, so he gets even more. And then he gets the Wind Ranger kill. He's almost got a Battle Fury. He's actually got really good items for this time, but built in opposite order to usual. Usually you would go for the Battle Fury, then Manta, then Vanguard for Abyssal. He's built them in opposite order and it's working. This is great, man. That's great. He's top net worth.
Yeah. Tavo tried to make it even better. He TP'd into the Dire base to try and snipe out the very low Storm Spirit, but that didn't happen. They saw him arrive and go invis. So yeah, 24-minute Battle Fury up for the Anti-Mage. Nice day.
He's really farmed. He's actually really farmed. This is really exciting now, because honestly, AM at this point, he got through the stage that I thought was going to be miserable.
It's the reason why we thought AM wasn't a hero, right?
He pulled it off. He actually pulled it off. And at this stage, this is a great AM game. When he gets his next item, he will be super difficult to deal with for the Dire side.
And his next item is BKB, right? Like that's...
He's going to get Abyssal first.
He's going for the lockdown. He's going for the solo kill.
He has the Vanguard already, so the Abyssal is really cheap. He bought that earlier. I think this is great. Do this and then BKB and you're good to go. Maybe even bypass BKB and go butter. Oh, see ya, solo.
Yeah. We've got 40 seconds until Roshan is up. That's where my mind was headed, but without the Chen army, well, actually the Chen army was able to escape, just not Chen. But they're pushing in the bottom lane. They'll get VP to look behind themselves. And they push so fast. Top tier 1 tower will be the trade-off. Pasha was on it. Blink cooldown time, obviously. Anti-Mage trying to become his former selves, ever, like since the nerfs. But Roshan's not up yet. The Chen army's just waiting for it. He's got 7 seconds until Roshan's alive.
Tower down. He didn't get the last hit though, so that's a bit of gold wasted from HFN, but still, objectives being claimed, progress on the map. And VP, well, it is still looking like a great game for no one. He's close to the Lincolns, that will help him a lot against Anti-Mage. It will block the Abyssal or the Mana Void, two great abilities to block in this case. And they don't really have much else to remove it with except Nature's Prophet Sprout, Orchid. Is that it? Curse Crown.
That's yeah, Curse Crown.
Soul Rip, but that's like... Is that likely to happen?
They kind of needs it to keep everyone alive. I blink away at the wrong time, Talvo. Dies on the top. Pasha just came in with his combination and just nuked him.
Yep, he's going to get his silver.
This is such an important time as well. 40 seconds without Nature's Prophet and Roshan's alive. Now, VP aren't really strong enough just to do Roshan. It's not like they have an Ursa Warrior on their team. And their side lanes are, actually, they're quite good. Pasha's taking care of the top. HFM will just nudge it once more. But they're coming in to try and attempt Roshan. Alpha Wolf with them, so they have the extra damage. But Ramses has to do serious work here.
They have a lot of minus armor and all these skeletons are
paiN's coming. paiN is coming. There's a lot of skeletons, you said, but now you wait and see what the Tombstone's going to be able to do.
They got to get it up, though.
Yep. Roshan, 1500.
They're running out of time. They're indecisive.
Slowly, the Bramble's inside the pit. Roshan, you can see how low he is. Where's that Terrorize? Where's the control? It never comes. Ramses has the Aegis Immortal, and they come in for the fight. Pasha in through the back lines. Ramses will be there to install Spirit right over the top of them, pulling back the Ursa. He doesn't have the BKB to stand his ground in. The Tombstone has done work, but Talvo isolated inside of his own Sprout. Solo is able to kill him off. And the Anti-Mage is the sole survivor of that fight.
They got outplayed bad in that moment. This is a classic VP move. This is something they're very good at. They kill the Roche, and they recognize whether the enemy team is there or not, and is trying to get ready for a fight or not. Instant smoke. They kill Roche, smoke, and they just jump them. And paiN lose track of where heroes are because they can't see half the fight before it has really broken out. Storm jumps in with a lot of confidence with the Aegis.
Does Pasha wait this? Does he wait for HF?
The Aegis isn't even on Storm, it's on Wraith King.
HFN's going to go for the trade. Yeah, Ramsey just went for the quick grab.
Can he die?
I was thinking he potentially can die. HFN low on life. Blinks away, starts to TP. Pasha! He predicted where he went!
Oh, that was real close.
Almost got him. One more punch would have done it. The bottom tier 3 tower has been taken. They're able to trigger off the Lincoln Sphere on the Storm Spirit, and then Storm just goes straight in. Slips through the Dark Willow. Again, no one targeting Weeha whenever he goes for the Enrage. He makes sure he wastes time with the attack. The Mana Void, not as effective as they probably wanted it to be, and Duster has to turn on the ultimate. And, well, maybe with HFN, the backlines burns off the mana of no one. And the focus fire, they pull him in, and that is the dead anti-mage. Buyback may be essential, reincarnation. Remember, you've got that, and you got the Aegis model, so killing off Ramses, it just feels impossible.
Man. That Mana Void failed. He Mana Voided a 95% Mana Wind Ranger. I'm not sure what that was. But just not good enough. It was looking like it could get really exciting for the AM, but that's when. Okay, so this is when you need to remember the curse of Anti-Mage.
Yeah.
Even when it goes well, it takes one bad fight, or one bad moment where you can't contribute very much, or something goes wrong, and boom.
And
this hero is destined to lose everything. Absolutely everything. Anti-Mage is getting punished for something. Don't know what it is.
Yeah, Ramses jumps in again. The shackle is perfect from Roger. Hits Tavo, locks in King RD, and AM buys back. He needs to make the most out of this, burning up all the mana of the Wraith King. But this is why Ramses died before, when he had the mana, when he had reincarnation up. So he'll die. He may die again, but this is going to be Aegis Immortal.
Nope,
13 seconds till he's back up. And okay, no, yeah, he's straight dead.
He died twice. He used his reincarnation at the tower.
Yeah.
So he didn't have it. Well, they hold their base. It's expensive though. They have to buy back the Anti-Mage, and that means if HFN makes one mistake, dies one time anywhere on the map, this game is over. He has to play flawlessly from here on out. And the big challenge for him is finding a Mana Void target in the fight. It's cool that he can jump someone and start laying into them, but who can he jump that is meaningful? He can't jump the Wraith King. He has the Mana talent, or the free reincarnation talent.
He's tried to jump no one a couple of times.
Yeah,
oh,
no.
Speaking of that, and now they go in. Pasha beating the crap out of HFN. He wanted bounty runes, and now he's dead for 96 seconds. That may be the game.
That is actually more than likely game. So, okay, let's say he gets another chance. The problem is, who do you jump? Wraith King doesn't work. You jump Storm, you don't have Abyssal to break the Lincolns with, and when you do, Storm can still react. If your Lincolns break with Abyssal, he just jumps away, or Yules or something by his time. Tiny is a really tough kill for AM. Chen doesn't even seem worth it to jump. You commit your fight to going for that support, and a lot of the time you can't reach him. And Windrunner, just gonna use Windrun.
Yep.
So he's still really limited on options actually in this case on the AM. And I think, so to be fair, looking at this game and how it developed, I think HFN has done a really good job. I think this game is really hard, and he may have had one or two mistakes here in the later portion of the game, but I was very impressed with how well he did in the early mid-game. He got to this stage, which I thought was not even going to happen, so I want to commend him on a pretty good Anti-Mage game. It's just like the game is just ridiculously difficult, because the rest of their lineup, is it really an AM lineup? Like when you look at it, all the other heroes, yes, they can make space for AM, but do they play AM's type of game? They want to play fast and early. They want to fight. You have Ursa, you have Undying, you have Nature's Prophet, and even with AM going combat build, it still feels like now we're at the stage again where you need to wait. He got the fighting items. If one fight goes wrong, just one, he feels like everything he just got was in vain again. It's tough, man.
Well, he'll have his chance to fight. Tavo will need to come back. Just finish up a media hammer, so I think he actually expended his buyback money. Yeah, so he's actually short by 1,000 gold. Everyone else had buyback before this moment. So the top lane, they smoke up. paiN Gaming looking for a nice target to come forward on. HFN looking to wrap around the back. The Ramsey's protected by the Lincoln Sphere. They haven't broken it yet. And HFN's actually just leaving. He's going straight up the mid lanes. He's next to the courier that will fortify. And he's coming for the rune. He'll be able to grab the DD rune, but at what cost? He'll Manta style, looking for the kill onto no one, but then a quick blink away, up to the hill and then far away. And Tavo has held his nerve. He has not come back yet.
Meteor Hammer on the Nature's Prophet. He's trying to split push. Feels like he has no options to really fight, so he's trying to go for the splitting build. try to play the game that AM wants to play at this stage, but sure as hell ain't easy with the amount of advantage that VP has gained with the Hex now on the this Chen inventory looks so weird actually. Like look at that. When do you ever see this?
He actually sold a medallion, right?
Yeah. He sold me that. Like when do you ever see these items on Chen? Or in any hero? Brown boots Hex. It looks like something out of somebody who's playing Dota for the first time. Oh, this looks cool.
Yeah, I like
Guess I'll farm it. Oh, that's a lot of gold.
It looks like a beak. I'm gonna buy it.
Oh, gotta need a lot of time.
Well, here comes VP all down the mid. The smoke's gonna start to break. King RD will see him, puts down the Bramble. Solo as well as Ramses go after the kill, and they'll have her. And it's full defense time. They see the Observer Ward.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
And VP in blink, shackle, Roger, so good. Caught out the Earther. He'll never get the Enrage or the BKB off, and no buyback available. He needed both of these items to work. And yeah, he's already calling out the GG himself. 3 euros gone from paiN. Anti-Mage cannot defend against this. They will take the top lane of Vrax. It practically forces Megas. And they even leave an Observer Ward right next to the fountain so they can see the second they come out.
Here it comes.
The spam.
The final chat wheel war of the game.
I think VP won that. They tip when it means something. Way! In goes no one. Out goes no one.
That was actually very little counter chat wheel from the ring.
He just sent him all the way home.
Yeah.
Like, no one's not even part of this fight anymore. Ramses is standing his ground. Now we're just trolling. This is more than chat wheel.
Oh, he's Hex bottom.
Yeah, there's the shackle. Won't be able to manage. Hits the Mana Style, and now Wraith King. They use the Mana Void on Ramses. He actually tanks through it.
It's with Bramble.
Storm Spirit cutting the life out of paiN Gaming. He just wanted the trigger right.
This is a funny ending, you know. Why are paiN still in this game? What do they do? They're standing in the fountain. Like, what are you waiting for?
They're enjoying every moment. We're playing for time rating. If that was still a not thing. Weehart just wants a kill. He just wants no one. Come at me. Come at me. Come at me. GG.
Hey VP, you want to farm some fantasy points? Oh, sure, guys. Yeah, I love fantasy points.
We can't check the fantasy point. It's in the score screen, can we?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's a shame. But very few people would have